Hi guys, this is Ibtihad Startup Wala, your host, your friend, and today our guest is Ma'am Sabine. She's a very wonderful lady. She want to learn about entrepreneurship, and she's a physios teacher, and she's doing many more things along with their personal life. So we can inviting ma'am, and just ma'am is joining. Ma'am is just coming to live session within a few seconds. And hi ma'am, thank you so much for your time. And
Hi,
hi, thank you so much for your time. How are you?
thank you. Perfect. So I just had my workout before in
It's
the park, so this was amazing.
it's great. It's wonderful. It's extraordinary. Ma'am, our audience want to know about yourself. Please introduce yourself.
So I'm a psychologist, a yoga teacher, and I love gardening. Besides that, I do a lot of sports and some art. I think these are my main characteristics.
It's great. It's wonderful. And can we talk about something psychology, and
Yeah,
especially
sure.
our youth in Pakistan, they go into depression and anxiety. What is the major problem you see? You can deal many cases in your life. What is the major problem about depression, and how we resolve these problems?
I think the major problem would be that few people ask for help. So most people, it starts very slowly, and they just see their quality of life going down, and they think, oh yeah, I can handle this. This is just, just a work. It's a difficult project. Oh yeah, it's just because of exams, and when when I finish this, it will be over. And uh, I don't know. There is this attitude, at least here in Belgium, is very strong. It's this attitude that you should handle things yourself and just be strong. And I think this is really wrong on so many levels. And I mean, imagine if you had a leg injury and you would be like, oh, I just have to handle this, it will heal itself. Yeah, it's just because I fell. Yeah, it's logical that my leg hurts. Yeah, sure. But why not treat things when you don't feel well? And then it goes way easier, way faster. So often I see people when they're already so down that they really can't function normally anymore. And then sometimes they're suicidal, and they're like, oh, but I've been feeling bad for so long. See, yeah, sure, but it's not something you can just change with willpower. It's something you have to actively do something about with techniques. You don't say like, oh yeah, I just hurt my leg, but it's fine. I will just put some ice on it, and maybe I know how to stitch. I will just stitch my leg myself. It doesn't work that way. And somehow for physical injuries, everyone thinks this is normal. And then when you don't feel good with your thoughts and your emotions, they think, this I should do alone. So no, I think people should ask help and should talk about it as a normal thing. Everyone can get hurt.
It's great. It's
So
wonderful. Your explanation. What is your goal of life, and how many goals in your life?
oh, how many goals? More than I can count, I think. So this is a question I would probably need a few weeks to answer. So no, my main goals are to, of course, be a great psychologist. I just don't only want to do the minimum. I want to really help people that are really deep down, that fell deep, and I want to do it in a fun way. So this is also my ambition, to make it, um, something Nice. And there are several techniques you can use for that. That's why I combine different techniques from disciplines of also relaxation and um, imagination and art and all these things. Besides that, I'm a gardener, so obviously one of my goals is to have an awesome garden with wonderful trees in it and flowers, and to always be able to pick a bouquet of flowers and to have my own vegetables there and just wander around and have all these lovely things. And I would love to have something I can share and enjoy. And I don't know, goals. Oh, so many more, but these are
Okay,
two important ones.
it's many people have many goals in their life. What are the advices you want to give on if someone want to behave and act as a psychologist and want to be a psychologist? What are the major advices you want to give unto the our youth if somebody want to become psychologist?
Well, it's quite a long trajectory to be a psychologist, at least here. So you first do the 5 main years until you've got your master, and then you do a therapy course. And I think this is the most important part, the therapy course, the thing you do after your official studies. It's not obligatory, but if you don't have that, you really lack the skills. So my main advice would be to invest in having uh, a good framework and good techniques to use. So I am a solution focused psychologist, and this means that this is my main model that I use. So I don't look at the problems people have, I look at the moments that things are a bit better, and their skills and their resources, the people around them that help them. So I really love this one. So if you don't know this model, I would really advise people that aspire to be a psychologist to check it out. I am working on different articles on Wikipedia, so yeah, you could read it there. And of course, other people are also writing it. This is Wikipedia. And yeah, this I think is such a nice model and so practical.
It's great, it's wonderful. And let's light over interview. What is the happiest moment in your life when you are too much happy? And can you share with some moments or some incident of your life when you are too much happy?
Oi, too much? Can is there such a thing as too much happiness? Um, well, of course, I think my wedding is one of those. So we had an amazing wedding in Russia, and we got to visit St. Petersburg, and we got to have an amazing time with all the people there. It's yeah, that's really one of the heights. And well, I don't know. Every time I'm with people I love, and yesterday we had this great party, and I was so amazed to see so many people coming and everyone helping each other and working together. It was also amazing. Less big thing, but still quite. It felt quite nice, and you know, sometimes gardening, being in nature, that can be is it too much happiness? It's a strange question. It's it's so relaxing, it's so entertaining, and it's so you forget all the other things. I think this is for me also super important. Great question. Just I would need more time to answer all of them.
It's okay. It's okay, and your answer is very well and extraordinary. Tell me about your food. What are the dishes and food you like to eat?
Ooh, well, I'm Belgian, so obviously chocolate. Anything that contains chocolate really will be amazing. So pure chocolate, chocolate cake. it's one of the important things. But also, wow, if you've got like lovely fresh fruit that you just picked off a tree. I've got apple orchards. Yeah, we have got apple orchards in our family, and then sometimes you go there and you pick them. You pick an apple fresh from the tree. That's one of the most amazing things. It really tastes different. Even after a day, it's not the same. Maybe it's because you're working and you're like in the orchard, but still, it's great. Kind of miss that. And well, mm, these are some of the important
Okay,
things.
what are the best dishes in your country? Uh,
In my country,
yes.
well, we are known for mostly actually beer and waffles and French fries. But yeah, you've got some more traditional dishes. I am going to make one after this live session. I'm going to make it's like super small shrimps, and you put them in tomatoes in like just with mayonnaise and some other spices, and you've got then yeah tomato filled with shrimps. And this is one of the main dishes you would have. You would put some salad next to it, and most often some French fries, but I'm not going to do that. We're just going to eat tomatoes. But this, I think few people know, but it's quite common here. Well, for special occasions mostly, but sometimes also because you love
Oh,
it.
okay, that's great. That's wonderful. What are the best places you have in your country? If someone want to visit your country, and what do you refer about tourism and what are the best places?
Well, I just had a Mexican friend coming over, and I will tell you the same thing I told her. It's Bruges. Bruges is one of the best places. It's a super old city. It's small and it's completely authentic. All the buildings, most of them have been the same for the last 400 years, something like that. And it's with a lot of canals, and you've got museums, and it's really worth it to visit it. But of course, also some of the smaller things. We've got a lot of lovely small old cities. I love Leuven. It's a student city. It's less known, but it's definitely worth it to stroll about and just enjoy for one day. It's really small. And you've got Ghent and Antwerp, and so I think most of the major old cities here, they are lovely to visit.
It's great. It's wonderful. And which are the countries you want to visit and you want to explore these countries and learn from these
Oh.
countries?
Hmm. Um, yeah, actually, I want to explore more of South America. I've been to Mexico, but I feel I've seen just such a small part of it. I also am curious about India, and um uh yeah, I don't know. Besides that,
You should you
there
should
are few
visit in our
countries I
country
wouldn't
as well.
want to Yes, there are few countries I wouldn't want to visit, but uh I I think every country that's got old cultures or that's got indigenous peoples, I would want to visit. I love to learn about other cultures and other habits, and sometimes also the different dress styles, and that's that's all amazing to know.
It's great. It's wonderful. One thing in our country, practical life and personal life is too much difficult to manage. How you can manage your personal life and practical life? And especially for the in our country for the woman, it's very difficult for her.
Ah, to manage personal life and practical life, I get some idea with that, but I don't know how to answer that question. Organizational or
Yes, yes. As a career life, ठीक है, and
yeah.
personal life, your family life, it's very difficult to manage
Ah, yeah, to find
both
a
of them.
balance. Yeah. Uh, Well, as I said, I am a solution-focused psychologist, so I would say at which days or which moments does it work best? Which moments do you feel like, oh, this is actually not so bad, this is working out, and look at what you did those days. So maybe you say, for me it really works if I have strict punctual times and I get home early. Also, some people would say, yeah, I don't know, I don't want to have social media in the evening, and then the days that I don't use social media, I feel better. So I would say just observe the days that you actually feel you've got a handle on things or more than usual, and see what you do. And maybe write it down, and then you will see the patterns. So I could give advices, but the thing is with advice, it never works for everyone. So my biggest advice is just to look at what aspects work, and um, focus on that instead of focusing on those days that you feel you really don't know how to handle things, because they won't give you answers. It's the days that you feel better that will give you answers.
Okay, okay, it's great. It's wonderful talk to you. And I think our my time is over now. I'm talking about you for requesting about 20 minutes. And please, our last message for our audience and especially for our youth.
And last message. Um, yeah, I think my main message is always to look at what are you satisfied about the things that you have done today, and what are you happy about things that people have done for you, and to focus on that each and every day. Focus on the things that you love, focus on the people you love, and uh, keep remembering these things that you enjoy.
Okay, it's great. It's wonderful talk to you, ma'am. And thank you so much for your time. And inshallah, we will keep in touch and discuss some more topic about psychology if you have some time. Thank you so much, ma'am. And take care.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you for your kind questions.
Thank you.